What's up, guys? George back again to do another LP update. This one is for November 21st, 2016. Picked up quite a few used items over the last couple weeks. Some oldie stuff, some metal stuff. I found some really cheap oldie stuff that actually turned out to be worth some money. First up, picked up a brand new magazine. First time I've ever seen this in the States here at Barnes & Noble, and that's Fireworks magazine. This is 148 pages of rock and metal. Has articles on Angel in here, Kansas. There's a Stars thing, Status Quo. Who else is on here? The Dead Daisies, Blackberry Smoke. Tons of articles, tons of reviews. Apparently this comes out 5 or 6 times a year, so hopefully Barnes & Noble will start carrying this all the time now. This is a fantastic magazine. I just thumbed through it so far. I picked it up yesterday, so I will be reading this all week long. And it was only $10, you know, and with, if you have a Barnes & Noble card, whatever, you get 20% off or whatever it is, so definitely worth checking out. So I know Greeno and LJ and Scott Waters and DJ Legion, all you guys might want to check up your closest Barnes & Noble to see if they carry it there. I can't wait to read through this thing, man. There's so much shit in here. It's pretty awesome. But I used to get this magazine here and there back in the day. This is issue 76. But I do remember this magazine. So yeah, 148 pages. You can't go wrong with that. It's like a Bible. Anyway, on to the vinyl. I picked up quite a few new things. Some oldie shit that I'm going to go through that I love. Everybody that knows me knows I love 50s and 60s rock. Here's an original pressing of Sherry from the Four Seasons. This one's not in the greatest shape as far as the artwork goes, but the vinyl is virtually near mint. So original on VJ Records back in '63, I think. I can't remember the date of this, but picked that up. So this is killer. Really dig Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Also on Delphi, picked up the first pressing of the first Richie Valens record. This is from Delphi Records in Hollywood, California. Has his hits La Bamba, Donna, Come On Let's Go. His one and only record. He was killed not too long after this came out in a plane crash. He does Boney Maroney on here. That's killer. That's My Little Susie. So, and this one's worth some bucks, but I found these for $1 each. So, and this is, like I said, the vinyl's in near mint condition. There's just some marking up here, but I was happy to find this and add this to the collection. Next up is Del Shannon, Little Town Flirt. He does Runaway on here, which was his big hit. He also does Run Around Sue on here, which was the Dion's big hit. Obviously Little Town Flirt, but this was his big, Runaway was his big hit off of this record. This is on Big Top Records. Killer. Again, great condition. No markings on this one. And the vinyl was in really good shape, so happy to add that to the collection. The Genius Sings the Blues by Ray Charles, original pressing on Atlantic. Again, this is an upgrade other than the marker up there and the signature here. But it's an upgrade for me, original copy. I had a reissue of this, so decided to pick this up and add it to the collection. This is killer as well. And the Best of the Drifters, Up on the Roof, original Atlantic pressing. You know, obviously they have This Magic Moment was their big hit. Up on the Roof, Ruby Baby. What else? There Goes My Baby's on here. A lot of songs with baby in it. So I was happy to grab this one. I always liked the Drifters. And Eddie Cochran, or I call him Eddie Cochran. This is on United Artists, basically a best of mono 2 LP set. Has the hits Skinny Jim on it. Also has obviously his bigger hits like Summertime Blues, 20 Flight Rock, Blue Suede Shoes, Come On Everybody's on here. So killer early rock and roll. Alright, now on to some, I think that was all like the oldie stuff. No, here's a couple more. Fats Domino, Here He Comes Again. This is on Imperial, original pressing. I love Fats Domino. Especially his Christmas album. I absolutely worship his Christmas album. I listen to that every year. So I picked that up. Really killer. Greatest of Gene Vincent. Does Bebopalula on here. Maybelline. A Whole Lot of Lovin'. Race with the Devil. Little Lovers on here. Killer Greatest Hits package. On Capitol, I think. Yep, Capitol. This is a reissue, though. But it's like dead mint. And The Boss of the Blues from B.B. King. This is on Kent Records from California. I never heard this record. I still haven't listened to this one yet. I've been listening to a lot of other ones. This one, out of all those that I picked up, was the only one with a few scuff marks on the vinyl, but otherwise, it's dead mint. And, you know, the paper scuffs the needle, just play right over it, so no scratches or anything, so was happy to grab that one. Now, on to some other stuff. Picked up this one, Best of the Rest from Leonard Skinner. This is an upgrade. There's a couple unreleased tracks on here, like I've Been Your Fool and Gotta Go, that weren't released back in the day. Also has Working for MCA, T is for Texas. Just like a quick little best of, rest of the best of. Cool cover though, I like that cover. Definitely check this out if you haven't seen this before. The 2 unreleased tracks, which I've heard before, but it's been a long time. I was happy to revisit them. Really killer. Picked up an upgrade. I think an upgrade. If not, it's dead mint. And that's Project Driver from McAlpine, Aldridge, Rock, and Sarzo. I always loved this record. It's on Shrapnel, I think. Yeah, Mike Varney produced it. Tony McAlpine, Rob Rock, I think, or Bob Rock. Yeah, Rob Rock, Rudy Sarzo, and Tommy Aldridge. Killer early metal, kind of not best of, super group type thing. Really cool record. So I picked that up. Again, dead mint. I know I have it on CD. I couldn't remember if I had this on vinyl and it was cheap. I think I do, but this was dead mint, so you know how that goes. I hate leaving that shit behind for cheap. This is an Australian compilation called Bumper. The only reason I picked this up, it has AC/DC on it. An early AC/DC as well. It has It's a Long Way to the Top and High Voltage on it. So it's from the early 70s. There's AC/DC there. Also has Bay City Rollers, Glenn Campbell, Camp Hell. I think they spelled his name wrong. Smokey's on here, Pilot's on here, John Paul Young, Max Merritt and the Meteors. So cool Australian comp. It's on the Albert label, I think. or RCA. No, EMI. My bad. So I like finding these weird comps like that. Another comp that has pop punk, post, the power pop, and some new wave, and that's new music from American bands. It's called Shortcuts. Has bands that I've never heard of on here: the Alley Cats, Bates Motel, the Fast, the No, Single Bolt Theory, who I have some stuff on. The Willies are on here, and the DBs, which I also have some stuff on them as well. It's a cool, like, import. I don't think this is a US comp. Oh yeah, it is. Just a weird unsigned bands at the time. I thought this was cool. Next up is one I already had, but every time I see this, I always check the condition of it because it's pretty hard to find. And that's the Demons on Mercury from 1977, I think. Yeah, 1977. Power pop punk for the time, I guess you could call it. Like almost punky for the time. This goes for a little bit of money, not too much. Mint, I think it goes for around $40. I got this for like $6 or something like that, because this is almost mint. I have to check my other copy. I think my other copy is a white label promo. But I never see this out in the wild anymore. I got my other copy on eBay years ago, because somebody told me to check them out. I liked it. This was the second time I saw this in the wild over the last 10 years. And the first time I found it out at a store, it was beat to shit. So when I saw this one, I just thought, it's one of those albums that I always check to see the condition and pick it up. I love this record. I don't think it's ever been reissued on CD. I do a killer version of I Fought the Law on here. So yeah, definitely check out the Demons if you haven't. Yeah, I'm sure Greeno has this. LJ might have this as well. I'm not sure, but definitely check this out if you never heard this record. I like this a lot. Now on to some of the new stuff. Here is the the black vinyl pressing of the New Testament record. I don't think I showed this on vinyl. I think I showed the CD before. I absolutely love this record. I think it's great. It's a great record. I didn't get any of the limited colored vinyl ones of it. I just didn't, I went with standard black because it was the cheapest way to go. But I absolutely love this record. I think it's fantastic. It amazes me how many of these fucking bands nowadays are putting out really good material. The last Slayer record I thought was really good. Obviously this record. Who else has Vicious Rumors put out a killer new record. The last Exodus record was really good. Really quality shit, man. I'm happy as balls that these guys are, writing and releasing quality records again. Not that they ever they all changed a little bit, but I love this record. So definitely check out the New Testament. I got this before, I think. Deadbeat Records. I ordered some stuff. They sent me this free, and that's Dr. Boogie. Kind of a glammy, not trippy, but a glammy hard rock from New York. I guess they're from. I'm not 100% sure where they're from, but really killer record. I have a colored vinyl version of this. This is standard black vinyl. But I was happy to get another copy of this for free. So, but I think I've shown this before a couple years ago or like a year ago. But if you haven't checked out Dr. Boogie yet, definitely check this out. Really killer band. 8 songs on this. They've released a few 7-inches over the last year. Kind of not kind of glammy, glittery rock and roll, New York Dolls type shit, maybe. Really killer stuff. So definitely check out Dr. Boogie. I love that name too. And this album's called Gotta Get Back to New York City. These are the two that I ordered from Deadbeat Records. These are both Japanese pressings of these two newer bands. This one is The Connection, the newest hit makers, New England's newest hit makers. This is an 8-song album. I believe their first album. I'm not 100% sure, because I've known that they've released a lot of stuff over the last year or two. This is standard black vinyl. Like I said, Japanese only. All the tracks are on side 1, so side 2 is completely blank, which is kind of different. On SP Records in Japan, Deadbeat's been carrying some of this import stuff now, especially The Connection. I really like these guys. If you like early Rolling Stones, garagey power pop, you'll absolutely love these guys. I just picked up their latest CD last week. I had no idea it was out, so I'll show that in my next CD update. So yeah, the next CD update, I'll show that. But really killer. I think this is their first album. Again, Japanese pressing on SP Records. And also on SP Records is the debut album from The Cry. Again, a new power pop, garagey, killer rock and roll band. They really, I think I picked up a CD, their second album from them, in 2014, I think. This one has an inner sleeve, regular white inner sleeve, also has a lyric sheet. And here's the vinyl. Just black vinyl, but again, really killer. Like I said, power pop, garage. I'm trying to think. Man, I don't know where these guys are from either. This says it came out in 2011 on the back, but I think that's when the original album came out. I think this was just pressed in Japan within the last few months, so really killer band. Definitely check The Cry and The Connection out. And lastly, the one we've all been waiting for years, 8 years. I was lucky enough to get the really limited red vinyl version of it, and that's the new Metallica record, Hardwired to Self-Destruct. I did a review on the album about a week and a half ago. I absolutely love this record, and for me to say that I love a new Metallica record is kind of weird, because I haven't liked anything they've done as a whole, or on the whole. Preparation H feels good on the whole. I haven't liked anything they've done completely since probably the Black Album. Obviously there's some great stuff on Load and Reload. There's also some not so great stuff on those records. Garage Inc. I thought was really good, however it's all covers. Saint Anger, I fucking hated that record when it first came out. Some of that stuff grew on me, not all of it. And the last album was just kind of blah for me. It was okay. It wasn't great by any means. I know some people will take offense to that, but again, it's just my opinion. But I really do think that this record, they've come back with a strong album. It does get a little different. I don't want to say different, because it's not different, but it gets a little more Load and Reloady. and the last album on the second disc or second LP. But just two songs really. Here Comes Revenge was just okay. Is that the one? Or Man Unkind, maybe it was. I can't remember. One of those tracks was just okay. It wasn't fantastic. And Murder One, the Lemmy track, I just didn't... It grew on me a little bit more, but it's not... it's not something that I'll listen to all the time. However, Hardwired, Atlas Rise, Now That We're Dead, Moth into Flame, Am I Savage is fucking awesome. Halo on Fire, Confusion's fucking awesome. Here Comes Revenge, I can't remember if that was the one. I don't remember the song. Spit Out the Bone is fucking killer. Just a really good record. I'm really happy with this record. The production on this, I think, is the best produced Metallica record in quite a long time. And the riffs alone on this record will fucking punch you in the face. I mean, some of the riffs, you think you know where it's going, and it completely changes. I can't say more about this record. I mean, obviously it's not going to hit some like it hit me. I don't know why it hit me the way it did. It wasn't like I was super looking forward to hearing this or buying this record. When I heard the first single, Hardwired, I was like, wow, that's really good. And then when I heard Moth into Flame, I was hooked. I really wanted to hear the rest of it. It's definitely something that, especially the second disc or the second LP, will take some time to maybe grow on some people, some of the songs. But out of the 12, I would say 9 of them or 10 of them are fucking great. If they would have left Murder One off, and it was either Man Unkind or Here Comes Revenge, I can't remember. That would have been okay. Yeah, I don't understand why there's 2 CDs. It's a 77-minute record album. 77-minute album. It would have fit on one disc. I don't know why they separated them. The third disc on the deluxe edition, which I only picked up the red vinyl. I'm not picking up the box set. I could care less about that. I have the 3 CD. That's good enough for me, the 3 disc set. The third disc has Lords of Summer, which sounds like they remixed. That song's fucking killer. I never even listened to that song before. I have the Record Store Day 12-inch. I don't think I ever opened it. There's a Ronnie Dio tribute track on there. I think Rainbow Covers or something, like kind of like they did with the Merciful Fate medley on Garage Inc. There's also a really good version of Remembering Tomorrow, Iron Maiden tribute. I don't know where that came from. I don't remember ever hearing that. And a live set from this past April's Record Store Day at Rasputin Records, which they do mostly old shit from the first 2 records, I think. And they end it with Hardwired live from, I think, Minneapolis from earlier this year. So it's definitely worth checking out the 3 CD set as well. Like I said, I'm not going to ever get the 3 LP box set unless I find it for like 10, 15 bucks. I'm not paying 60 bucks for it or whatever it is. But anyway, enough rambling about the new Metallica record. I like it a lot. I hope others do as well, or others give it a shot as well. Like I said, I haven't liked anything they've done too much over the last few years, 20 years. But anyway, that is it. Now, on to some news. Real quick. Hold on one second. On to a potential huge buy for me and my son. I was contacted this week. Somebody has 4,000 LPs for sale. About 25 minutes, 30 minutes from my house. I don't know what's in it. They want $500 for it, or best offer. We're going to go out and look at it Wednesday night. I'll shoot a video of us heading out there, and if it's okay with her, to videotape some of the titles. If there's enough in there that I can flip it and make my money back, I will definitely be buying it. It's going to be a lot of work, so I might not be doing a video for a little while, and if I do, it'll be that stack of stuff. She sent me pictures of it. It's absolutely ridiculous how many LPs are there. It's all genres. The first thing I saw was a kid's album, and I was like, oh boy. And my son looked it up on Amazon or eBay, and it was an $80 record. They'll never get $80 for it. We couldn't find anything else. I think that's why whoever put it up for $80. I am not going to be selling it for $80. I don't know what it is, but so that intrigued me. She said there is R&B, there's jazz, there's rock from the 60s to the 90s, whatever that means. If there's 90s shit in there, I'm not even going to look at the rest of it. I'm just going to buy it. So I'll be cataloging all that stuff if we do pick it up on Wednesday night, probably through the weekend. Whatever I don't need or don't want, I'm just going to put on eBay for $1 a piece or whatever, 50 cents a piece. So I will give you a link to my eBay page if anybody's interested in any of this shit. I'm not looking for, to buy a new house from selling all this shit, but I'm gonna sell it as cheap. I just want to make the money back on it. So I'll put a link in the description of that video if we do buy it for the eBay store, or my Discog. I don't know. I have no idea. This is going to be the biggest amount of records. If we do buy it, it'll be the largest collection I've ever bought. So there might be some killer shit in there. I might need help. Greeno, you might have to come up and help me, man. Take some time off. Come on up. I got plenty of places to crash here if Julie will let you. So give me definitely check it out, Greeno. Give me a call. And I'll call you on Wednesday and we'll go from there. But I'm excited. I don't think I ever bought. I've bought 1,000 before, and made my money back and then some. But this is a huge one. She said 3,000 to 4,000 LPs, so we'll see. It looks like it. So anyway, that is it. So definitely check out that video, probably Wednesday night, Thursday, if I buy them. Obviously, if it doesn't show up by the weekend, I didn't buy them. I'll be doing a new CD update, a new DVD and Blu-ray update. The long-awaited Nerd Alert is still on the back burner, so I don't know when I'm going to be doing that one. And some more reviews coming up real soon. So that is it. So if I don't see anybody by this Thursday, which is Gobble Gobble Day, everyone have a great Thanksgiving. I'll be going out on Black Friday to do some shopping. However, I will be online on Best Buy buying some Blu-rays for $3.99, but I ain't going out in that mess. I have to work. It's Record Store Day. You'll probably see a Record Store Day video from me. There is a couple titles that I am looking forward to that I say I fucking hate that day. I think it's a big fuck you to the independent record stores and to the fans that buy this shit because it's so overpriced. And it's not the store's fault that it's overpriced. It's the fucking record company. We make $1, $2, $3 per vinyl because they cap the pricing, which I think is, that's fine. we're not looking to double our money on each LP, but they can make him a little cheaper. Anyway, that's a whole nother fucking rant. I might do a rant video about that. My rant videos always seem to do pretty well. And anyway, enough rambling. Have a great Thanksgiving. If you're going out for Record Store Day, have a great, good luck finding what you want to find. Like I said, there is a few titles, not many. I think 3 or 4 titles that I definitely want to find. 2 7-inches and 2 full-length LPs. So anyway, that is it. Again, have a great holiday. I'll talk to y'all real soon. Stay tuned for that road trip video to that collection this week. So it's going to be a lot of work. So we'll see what happens. But I'll shoot video of that, so stay tuned for that one as well. Alright, again, click that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Also, subscribe if you haven't already. Again, I picked up a ton of subscribers over the last month. I want to thank you all for that. Thank everybody for watching this video. Share it around with your friends, in the VC if they haven't subscribed yet or checked me out yet. I appreciate it. Also, thank you, DJ Legion, for giving me a shout out in your latest video, your Metallica video. I appreciate that, man. And if you haven't seen DJ Legion yet, I will leave his link below, because he is one cool dude from I believe from California, from the West Coast. Seems like a super nice guy. I haven't really talked to him via text or anything, but just watching his videos, I thought he's a cool dude. So again, DJ, thank you for giving me the shout out. I appreciate it. A link below in the description box to DJ Legion. Go show him some love and support, and I'll see y'all real soon. Peace.